State your name.
My name is Walker Rose.
Walker Rose. That's a cool name. Are you a rock star?
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's been my childhood dream, actually.
Really?
It was either be a surfer or a rock star. I'm working on one of those.
Okay,
Still
cool.
haven't surfed ever.
Who was your like your idol growing up?
Oh jeez, I don't really know if I had an idol. You know, I was really into rap actually growing up.
Really?
Yeah. I liked really bad rappers like Criss Cross and LL Cool J.
Well, LL Cool J's not a bad rapper. Criss Cross, they feel bad.
Well, he's had his moments.
Yeah, he's definitely had his moments.
Yeah. If anyone, yeah, it was hip hop actually.
Really?
Growing up.
That's
Yep.
kind of, you threw me there. Huh?
Right?
No, I grew up on hip hop, so it's
Yeah.
like, where you from?
I'm actually from like Oregon originally, Boulder City, Vegas, and moving around a lot. Yeah.
So West Coast.
Exactly. Yeah.
So who's your favorite West Coast rapper?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, of course, there's your staples like Biggie, but I was into a lot more underground stuff too, like Anticon.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're not as familiar for most people, but like Soul One or Dose One, those. It's like Bay Area rap, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool, right on. So tell me what it was like growing up. You had a big family.
You know, I had a really broken family. I have 4 brothers actually, but mostly all from different marriages. So I moved around a lot, like seeing my mom and pop like from Oregon to Nevada, back and forth a lot. Really, yeah, broken family, moved around a lot.
Was that kind of hard?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel a lot of like the blues and stuff comes from that.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, a lot of that is deep-seated, whether you like to admit it or not.
Yeah, I mean, we all have to admit what drives us inside, you know?
Right.
So did you ever grow up with any kind of faith?
Faith? No, man. I was never religious at all. Neither of my parents were religious, and God, and none of that ever made it into the picture. Not until I was older, actually. I was 16 and my dad married a woman that was Christian, but I personally have never been religious. I've studied a lot of Eastern religion, like Buddhism and Taoism and things like that, but never really committed to anything.
To anything?
No.
Do you believe that there is a God?
Not really.
God.
Not in the sense that most people do.
What would you say then?
Well, I don't believe in a person or someone that... I don't believe we were made in the image of anyone. I don't believe there's another celestial being sitting on a throne somewhere in the firmament waiting to take us up. I don't believe in that, but I believe in more of a collective unconscious, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some type of creation?
More of like a Buddhist ideal, I guess. Yeah.
What is that?
Just spirituality, not necessarily a goal to be accepted by some higher deity, you know, but more of a self-fulfillment.
What do you think is the problem with religion?
Well, religion in itself is the problem. It's the collectivist mind state, I feel, that's the problem. Religion isn't a problem at all, but the collectivist mind state of most organized religion, I feel, is where the problems come in, and where dogma takes over and spirituality wanes.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Some people say that's Jesus died to kill religion, or religion killed Jesus. What do you think about that?
I don't believe that. I mean, I believe the Romans killed Jesus because he was, you know, Jesus himself, like he was a saint, you know. He was like maybe a little bit of a madman too, you know, but And
if he was alive today,
obviously, you know, it was because of his radical ideas that he was crucified, you know, and he preached, you know, we're all the sons of God. I think the idea of Jesus has been skewed a lot over the centuries.
I mean,
that he was the only chosen one, you know. I think what he was really trying to say is that all people were God's children. Yeah.
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
But he was sent to.
Well, yeah, that's a matter of belief, and I don't really believe it. That's, I think, an aggrandized version of who Jesus probably really in actual history really was. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes you think, though.
Indeed, and his lessons are still what they are, you know, and his, I don't take anything away from that. I think, you know, he had words of wisdom, or whoever wrote, you know, whoever quoted him had words of wisdom. Who knows, you know, it's all lost in history. But it's there in the Bible, so whatever you can take from that, that's what's important. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever read it?
I've read a lot of it, not from cover to cover.
Oh, neither have I.
Right.
But I mean, you've read it.
Sure.
Did it make sense?
I've read a lot of the Bible. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's there to be made sense of. So whatever you can take from it, whatever sense you can make of it, it is what it is, you know. It's whatever you can decipher.
So let's say there is some type of creator who created us and cares deeply for us, and he has a plan for your life. What do you think that plan is?
Well, I don't really believe in a predestined life, you know, or fate necessarily. Not a fatalist, but so I guess it would just be me doing what I'm doing. If anything,
Not necessarily predestined, but he has a plan.
Well, the plan would be then to give me my own choice, or anyone to have their own choice to do what they want to do. And then, you know, hopefully you can fulfill that for yourself.
Right.
And that, I think, if there's a plan, it's whatever you take into your hands and you hustle, man. Just do what you gotta do, you know? Yeah.
Well, any last words?
Just do what you love. That's all you gotta say. Be in love, you know?
How do you show that?
Be fulfilled, you know?
Yeah.
Do what you want to do. That's what really matters.